Welcome back to the channel. I'm with Jeff, and we're going to show you guys a comparison between the 1000 utility side-by-sides. What do we got here, Jeff?
Yep, so we got all three brands that we sell currently. So we got your BRP here, and that's your HD10 XT model. So it's the top of the line model, premium model. Next, we have our CF Moto. That is the U-Force U Pro 10, which is brand new for 2025, completely redesigned.
Yeah, we did a video on that. I'll put the link up here in the corner.
Yep, and then lastly, we got a 2025 Polaris Ranger XP Premium, which now comes standard with a synthetic rope winch and a roof.
It's a pretty cool looking color. Now, between the three machines, what's your favorite of the three, Jeff?
So I actually have a 1500 Ranger.
Well, you can't see. We're talking about these three.
But I've had the 1000 Rangers. I like them. I've had the Defender Limiteds, which is the HD10s. I mean, it all comes down to preference. I mean, there is a lot of similarities and differences. That actually comes down to your personal preference on what you like. And
what are you using it for? What are you riding on?
Yes.
And speaking of riding on, these guys are all on 14-inch wheels and tires.
On the Polaris 1000, there's 14 inches of ground clearance,
which looks comparable to the other, but do you have the numbers for the other ones?
I do. So the Can-Am, you're going to be looking at 13 inches.
Just slightly less.
Just slightly less. And then when we go over to the CF Moto here, we're looking at 13 as well.
All right, so the Polaris is our winner for ground clearance so far. Like I said, they all have the same size wheels and tires, just the lug pattern is a little different on each one. As far as features go, what can you tell us the main differences between the machines?
Yeah, so we wanted to compare the top of the line model so that we can get an apples to apples comparison between the three. So your Defender, you're getting your XT model, which is going to be the top of the line. This one comes standard with your roof, your front bumper, winch, and your power steering. It also comes with a bunch of removable storage inside. That storage pops out right there for you. Arched A-arms on here, cable winch on this. This is the only model actually that has a cable winch on
sure.
it.
The other models do have a
synthetic. Polaris has got the synthetic rope with the auto stop on there so that you do not bring that winch in too far and actually break it. Polaris, as you can see on the front bumper there's an integrated plow mount already on there. Neither of the other manufacturers have that. You have to buy that.
All you really need is that bracket that goes to the plow, right?
You're going to need the frame, the push frame.
Yeah, that's what they
and the
call
blade.
It. Yep.
So you're going to save some money there because it's already integrated in there. One other thing that I wanted to touch on is the Can-Ams actually do not have LED lights. So it's the only model that does not have LED lights. All the other models that we have here, they're going to get your LED lights. The biggest thing too with the Can-Ams and the CF Motos, you do have greasable Zerk fittings on your A-arms. So it is something that you can do from a maintenance standpoint, where your Polaris is going to be all sealed bearings on there, so you can't grease them or anything.
All right, so these two are serviceable. That one isn't. So these are things to think about when you're looking at your next side-by-side. Let's talk about the CF Moto features a little bit. It's a fairly new machine. We did do a video on it before, so we won't cover too much in this one, but it's got some neat features that the others don't.
It does.
I think this is the nicest interior that a side-by-side could have. It's got the stereo up in the roof already, and this is real cool. I'm going to switch to the other side so you can show us the touch screen.
Sounds good. The interior though on this is where it's
it's just
I mean it feels plush. It's premium.
It's a fake leather. It's not a real leather, but we call it pleather.
Yep.
It's just a nice stitching, nice look.
And it will hold up very well with animals, with nails,
so dogs. Your dog can ride with you. I like that.
Yes. So here's your touch screen here. This is brand new for this year. Comes standard with this machine. All touch screen, Apple CarPlay with it, so you can listen to music, whatever you want. Comes with the MB Court audio system or the speaker system in the back. Push button shifting on here as well. Push the brake.
And get it out of park with the button.
Yep, take the park brake off, put it in high, and now I'm in high, ready to go.
So all push button, and I did notice it's a key fob with a push button start like a car.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, so to shut it off, just push it again. It shuts right off. And then once you shut it off, even if you don't put it in park, it automatically turns the parking brake on for you.
Oh, that's a nice reminder.
That you do not roll away.
Yeah, no accidents there.
Yes.
Very nice. Let's check out the Polaris interior. That's very similar to the previous years.
Yep, so you do have stitch seating and everything on there. No ride command or anything on this one. I mean, you can always add that down the road. The ride command is going to be your 7S display, which would be similar if you want a GPS in that or a radio. You can add that just like you have standard in your machine over there for the CF Moto.
So this is just your base model for the dual overhead cam, because this does also come with a single overhead cam engine.
It does, yep. That one's going to be sitting around like 62 horsepower, so
right,
it's a significant difference. And this one's 82 horsepower. Your CF Moto is going to be at 88, and that's a brand new engine and transmission in that, which is a 3-cylinder, so that is new, and you're sitting at 88 on that. And then your Can-Am, you're going to be a dual cam, and that one's going to be looking at 82 as well.
82 horsepower. So our industry leader is actually the newest out of the bunch. But me personally, I would go with reliability. I like the Polaris side-by-sides. They're very reliable, and they've been around a long time.
Yes. Every single one of these comes with a 1-year warranty. Depending on the promotions that are out, there might be a 2-year warranty. Okay. So it varies by brand, but minimum is 1 year. All these companies offer extended periods for warranty if you want to, some up to 5 years.
Jeff, we've talked about the features, we've talked about the specs, but people want to see them go. So I think we should do a drag race test and maybe do something like 0 to 30 in each machine. They're very similar in size, weight, and power.
Yep.
But the viewer wants to know, which one's faster.
Yeah.
All right, so first test is the Ranger 1000, whenever you're ready. Next up is the CF Moto 1000, and this one has the most horsepower with the most weight. Let's see what it does. All right, so next up is the Can-Am HD10. That was a very brisk test drive.
Should have did it yesterday.
We should have done it yesterday when it was over 60.
70.
Who was your pick?
I thought the CF Moto.
That felt the fastest?
It did. There are different drive modes on each machine. Can-Am has your normal mode. You have eco mode and work mode. We ran that in normal when we tested it. Same with your CF Moto. There is a normal mode and a work mode. It was done in normal mode. And actually with the Polaris, there's 3 different kinds. You have your performance, your normal, and your work mode. And we had that actually in the performance.
In performance mode. And what we tested on was just a quick little strip in front of the dealership here. It was a slightly downhill straightaway.
Yes.
And obviously 0 to 30 is no real test of these machines, but just to give you an idea of the get up and go, very impressive machines all around. You guys are gonna have to decide for yourself which one fits you best, but you can find them all here at Bibbens.
Yeah, we have every color combination from Polaris to your CF Motos to your Defenders. And then if the 1000 isn't what you're looking for, maybe that's too much horsepower, we do offer a little bit smaller segments here as well. So if you need a 1000 like we talked about earlier in the Ranger, that's your single cam, that's 62 horse, or you could jump down to a 570, which is 44 horse. CF Moto, you got your 1000 here. The next step down, they just came out with an 800 trail, which is a narrow machine for a U-Force. So they did come out with that, and then you also have your U-Force 600 as well.
Will we be showing them a review on the 800 soon?
Yes, they are. I have one here that's not set up yet, so
okay, we'll do a review soon.
Yes, just got released. And then lastly, we got your HD10 here, which there's also models in the HD9 and HD7. It's one of the things we didn't touch on, pricing too.
Yeah, why don't you give us the price tags real quick, because I know that we've done the video on this and it has been the lowest price.
Yes.
So we can anticipate that. Let's start with the Polaris first. Give us the CF Moto last.
So the Polaris, just starting out for the premium, again, this does not include any current rebates that are out. Every month something changes when it comes to promotions and that, so I don't want to give out actual prices of what the machines are now because it fluctuates monthly. But just starting off the bat, MSRP, you're at $21,399.
So ballpark, 21.3.
Yep, and then next we go to your Can-Am. So your Can-Am Defender here, we are looking at, again, this is just MSRP at $21,599.
Equivalent. And our CF Moto, the third option,
$16,999.
you just can't beat that. I mean, it's thousands of dollars less.
It is. You get the radio, you get the Apple CarPlay, the LED lights, synthetic rope winch. We did add the glass tip-out windshield on here.
We didn't show them that. That's the coolest tip-out windshield I've ever seen, but that was an add-on.
So this is our demo. That's why it has that stuff on it. So it does not come standard or stock with the machine, but obviously you can add it if that's a feature that you want to add. Same with all these other machines. You can easily add windshields, wipers, rear panels, heat, doors, whatever you want to add to them. We do have that stuff in stock as well.
All right, let's finish it with your picks, 1 through 3. Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite?
I honestly never thought I'd say this, but I think number one right now with what they came out with this year and where they're headed in the future, right now my number one pick would be this CF Moto from a price standpoint and just the value to dollar. I mean,
all the features are
amazing. The features are amazing. I prefer the Polaris and then the Defender last.
Number 2 is the Polaris. 3 is the Can-Am for Jeff. I'm going to give you my picks. Not that anybody cares, Jeffrey, but the Polaris first, CF Moto second, Can-Am third. And I'm going to go with that Polaris first for me because I like reliability and it's been out a long time.
Yes, we appreciate everybody tuning in and watching, and stay tuned for our next video.
Yeah, we've got social media accounts on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, so follow us on those as well. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can find us on the next video.